Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. You join me once again with my Holden HSV GTS. Now I'm on a bit of a mission to showcase some of the nice roads that we have in Wales, and today we're going to be in the Brecon Valleys. Now this road's called the A4065, and it takes you, if you follow it far enough, you've probably tried Penderyn whiskey. It's quite famous. If you've tried that, then obviously that's Penderyn over there. We're in Brecon. There's lots of reservoirs around. There's a lot of tourists around, a lot of people coming on their motorbikes in their cool cars, because lots of cool roads and just a nice place to be. So today we're going to drive the HSV. We're going to start at the bottom of the valley. I'm going to do a POV video. We're going to cruise over, turn around, come back, and hopefully you're going to enjoy the scenery. Hopefully you'll enjoy the car, the V8, and yeah, maybe one day you'll come and try it for yourself. So that's enough talking, I think. Let's fire up the beast and go for a drive. Starting in Penderyn. We were going to start the other side, but there was a problem over there, so we've come over to Penderyn first. We're going to head over and then we're going to pop back. It's quite busy today because they have a few of the roads shut due to them being resurfaced, so this is like one of the only ways in and out, but normally it's very quiet up here. Still working on my rev match. As is often the case in Wales, we have lots of sheep on the roads. Such a big old brute. This thing pretty nimble, to be honest. Just don't get too confident with that right pedal, because the rear axle will humble you. sensible. it's quite a technical road, so you can still enjoy it regardless of the speed limits. So you can you know, keep it sensible, but also get a feel for the car as well, which is why I love these Welsh roads, because not a lot of roads allow you to do that, especially if you're on like a bypass or something. You know, it's just a straight line, you can't really you know, push the car at all. Whereas these technical roads are quite fun. When we were supposed to start over this side originally, those youngsters there, I could tell they were a new driver. They were going very slow, and there were some impatient drivers which actually tried to overtake about 4 cars and nearly had an accident, which wasn't us. We were being patient. But yeah, we aborted that run, so hence why we've started over in Penderyn. That's the thing, you can enjoy the roads, enjoy Wales, enjoy the mountains, but you can't be too much of an idiot, because there's a lot of people out, so not everyone gets the memo though, and they like to get a bit carried away, unfortunately. Just as I was filming the intro shot, in fact, there was a BMW, I could see it, and it must have been overtaking about 5 or 6 cars in one go on a blind bend, so I had to reshoot that clip as well. So, you know, just be sensible. They've recently resurfaced this, but it's an absolutely lovely bit of road. I don't think they've quite finished it by the looks of it. Maybe they have. I've always wanted a car, look at that view, that's awesome, isn't it? I've always wanted a car with a sequential gearbox, and I found myself looking at Holden HSV cars, such as this one, with sequential gearboxes retrofitted to them. They do seem very, very cool, but I wonder if it suits this type of car, because you know, when you're more four-wheel drive little hatchbacks, I think a sequential would be amazing, but I don't know how it would actually complement this car, or would it ruin it? I'm not quite sure. But them straight cut gears, they do sound good, and there's a couple of clips on YouTube, and I'm pretty sure anyone that watches one of them on a track, you'll soon want one yourself. But it's just whether it will suit the car and suit our use case, because if we were using it right now, we probably wouldn't hear a lot, we just hear the gears whining. Typical British weather look. If we look out to the right, you can see the mountains. We've also got the clouds on top, so we're pretty high up right now. So we're not going to push the car at this point due to it being too damp, but yeah, the roads are awesome. So we're going back down the valley now. And I've actually got the car in tour mode, which is the softest, safest setting. Pretty much just comfort setting. Because to be quite frank, on a damp mountain, you can't really maintain grip with the tarmac if the suspension's too stiff. So
yeah, I tend to leave it in tour mode on certain mountains, and tour feels absolutely spot on up here. And we're pretty much coming to the end of the road. So what we'll do now, I think I will turn around. We'll have another go the other way. Going the other way too, which is good. But also it is wet, so. Certainly not what Holden had in mind when he designed this car, but it's doing a great job of it. Misters on. Oh, I got it. Here we are. I think we're going to go for an overtake. Funny, it's raining on one side of the road but not the other. Into the Ronda. The speed some of the bikers hit down here is unbelievable. Much faster than I go on my monkey bike, my little Honda. I think it only does about 50 mile an hour flat out, so I like that bike because you can go as fast as you want and you're never really going that fast. I kind of view those monkey bikes as the Miata or the MX-5 of motorbikes. You know, they're not the fastest, but they're fun. Whereas this thing is more like, I don't know, what bike is trying to kill you? And the car, like, it's handling all these bumps, the undulations. It just handles it, which is pretty much the main complaint, isn't it, of American muscle cars. And I feel like with Holden, they got the best bit of the American cars, which is the drivetrain, and they built a chassis around it to make it sort of actually handle and, you know, usable. So that's really why I like Holden, one of the reasons. But yeah, we got some lovely technical bits of road here. Apparently in tour mode it shuts the valves, but even so it's still pretty noisy, isn't it? That's the trouble. It'd be lovely to power out here, but gotta fight the urge. And then the speed limit drops by here.